The first time you were called muscular and thick was the first time you knew what slender was. 12 was too low a figure to learn that your figure does not fit Western beauty comfortably the way other girls do, minus amendment or forethought. Being conscious of one's body is too heavy a weight to carry for a preteen black girl surrounded by so much white. You hid embarrassment beneath layers of loose-fitting fabric as though clothing could camouflage your perceived lack of femininity. They said strong is not sexy, believing your skin was as solid as your frame. They thought disparaging words would not soak in, but by some strange dysmorphic osmosis, their critique saturated your inside until organs and sense were submerged. Otherness is as disproportionate a concept as your waist-to-thigh ratio. You were too toned to be attractive without butt reference or addendum. You were pretty face, but your arms looked like men's. Nice smile, despite those footballers' legs, you looked like you could deadlift young men. But the truth was, you struggled to lift a smile and could barely raise your self-esteem above scarce. Instead, as you closed your eyes to the pretty prison of private school standards of unfeasible beauty, university broke, ushering in the dawn of reinvention like day. You traded strength for starvation, sacrificed athleticism for thigh gap, unaware that when your thighs clapped, they were simply giving you applause. Who told you to erase the best parts of you in order to make others feel whole? So many people had an opinion, you forgot to form your own. Little girl, you are Amazonian striking. That is to say, God is omniscient, not imprecise. He meant to make a juggernaut of you. Because things built to last usually come in sturdy packaging. Little girl, who told you to wear your body like a burden or scarlet letter? Who convinced you that smaller is better? You did not need to shrink yourself in order to fit in. Why didn't you notice? People regularly made room for you. Your grandparents gave you an unencumbered middle name to live up to. Ejeme means comes from a good place. You come from a good place. Stop dodging blank compliments. They will not kill on impact. Just stun the shyness from you like vaccine. Your material is a custom-made dress sewn by the master himself. Wear it well. You are not at war. Their givers are not assassins sent to slim you down one muscle at a time. Stop making trenches of your bloodline. This is not the front line. You will not perish today. The same people who ridiculed your figure currently admire you and flatter. Now that fate tipped the scales in your favor, this is not conjecture. So the next time you hear muscle weighs more than fat and cling to that like scripture, consider the lunacy of allowing subjective syllables to unpick your character. You, dear girl, are an adventure, a loving and exciting undertaking. You have a heart no tape can measure, enough love to break any gauge, and even though aesthetics matter, your whole soul is greater than the sum of your outer parts. That's done.